What's up, guys? I'm taking a look at Bitcoin here. I just got home. I haven't looked at the charts yet, so I'm kind of gonna see where we're at, what it's looking like today. I'll start off by saying, as usual, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, and this is my opinion and my view on the market only. We'll start off with the daily chart. Still looking at this descending wedge here, and I was just playing with it last night after I made the other video, and I had some problems with the video. I hope this one turns out better. I know yesterday was real laggy. But anyway, if we figured a breakout point here, if it did break outside of this, we're looking at the 9,800 to 10,000 area, and that's just that's kind of just a wild guess right now. I know everybody's thinking we're going to go lower, and everybody's waiting on the $1,300, $2,000 bottom. I really don't see it. I could be wrong. Like I said, I'm not a financial advisor, but I just don't see it. I do have this area outlined in here between the 2,800 and 3,000 is if it was to come back down here. I really don't see it. I don't know. Like I said, I could be wrong, but I am going to show you what I do see. So let's get in here, zoom into the 4-hour, kind of take a look at where we're at here. Let me get rid of this stuff. I got the numbers on the other chart, so I'm worried about that. But I was looking at this as a wedge here too that we broke out. Of course, I'm still looking at this neckline of the possible inverted head and shoulders with the left shoulder here up to the neck, down to the head, back up to the neckline, and the right shoulder. And this is going to be our telltale breakout point. I believe we look like we're staying in this ascending wedge pattern pretty good. If that does hold up, and as long as we continue to stay in between these trend lines, I think we're gonna have a real nice move up. Like I said, I do more swing trade, long trades. Another thing I wanted to mention too, like I had said before, I'm trying to build this channel. If you guys give me any suggestions, anything, I'd be more than happy to interact with you. Leave some messages in the comments, and try to see more of what you guys want to see in this. And if you'd rather see some more news, check out. Everybody checks out the Coin Market Cap before. I don't see no need to run through that when it's all over YouTube anyway. Every day everybody runs through that. We pretty sure if you're watching this video, you know what the market cap looks like already, and you've watched other videos. But kind of what I'm still seeing here is if we, depending on where we break out, if we break above this neckline, the proper way to measure these are straight up and down from the tip of the head, which would be right around there. And we would bring that up to the top wherever it would break out. If it breaks out and doesn't get rejected by this neckline here, we're looking right around the 5,300 area, and that's what I've been saying in my counts. And I have an Elliott wave count that measures up like that too. And I like to use Elliott wave, but it's not it's not 100% just like any technical analysis, but it does give us some pretty good educated guesses. And like I said, I like to chart out bigger moves rather than all the little moves in the charts. And I'm going to go over to the other chart where I do have the Elliott wave on there, and kind of zoom into the 1-hour and see what it's looking like. And you can see right in here I have a bull flag little channel here, and that's what it looks like it's doing. Form a little bull flag right here, and the measurement on that would be this flagpole, and you would put it at the breakout. And if it broke out somewhere in this area, as you can see, that would bring us back down right on the trend line of the ascending triangle, or the ascending wedge, I'm sorry. But it would bring us right back down in this area, which would still, you know, make all the lists valid. And I've showed you before on the other videos. Let's see. Let me go into my RSI 4-hour, and you can see it's still staying in this channel nicely. And if we do break down on the little leg I just showed you, might come back down, test this one more time, and then I believe we're going back up from there. If you go into the daily on the RSI, it's making that same wedge pattern right here. It's you know, and I explained it in the last video, and I'm still watching it, still looking the same. Before we went up, touched the top trend, kind of went sideways, touched the other bottom trend, went back up, touched the top, went sideways again, touched the bottom, up, touched the top, back over, and I think, you know, we may stay in this area for a while, come over here, touch this, and then go back up. And I believe that's going to be a very nice move up. And if you are watching this and charting yourself, just really watch these bottom trend lines. If it does break down, don't panic unless it, you know, breaks down pretty hard, because usually it can peak out, especially in the daily chart, and then pop back up and be in there and stay in the trends. Just something to watch. Like I said, this is not financial advice. I'm just kind of showing you how I view the market. And I wanted to remind you guys too, looking to try to grow the channel, looking, you know, like I said, each milestone I'll try to do some giveaways, or, you know, we'll come up with other stuff as we go. But I think the first time, like I said, I'm trying to get 200 subscribers. And after that, I'd like to do a live stream and do like a giveaway for crypto merch, t-shirts, coffee mugs, beer koozies, whatnot. And put your whoever wins or whatever would figure out how to do some kind of, I don't know, some kind of contest drawing or something while we're doing it live, and then, you know, then I'll see what your favorite crypto is, put it on whichever you choose, and go from there. But if you guys could help, please like and subscribe the video. Right down in the bottom right corner, there's a subscribe tab, blue arrows pointing towards it. Just click on that, subscribe, and when we get 200 viewers, or 200 subscribers, I'm sorry, then I'll set up that live stream, and we'll go from there and do some giveaways. And then each time after that, I think maybe do another one at the 1,000 subscribers, and try to keep growing the channel. And if you guys could, like I said, help me out, let me know what kind of things you'd like to see, if you want some news on here or whatever, and I'll figure it out. Like I said, I'm new to this, and trying to grow the channel, figure it out little by little. Like I said, some of my first videos were real blurry. Some of them, you know, then I got the blurriness taken care of, and then it's real laggy and choppy. And we're hoping this one turns out good. I think I finally might be getting it now. But anyway, I'm still playing with it. I really would like to get a good quality channel going, and, you know, give some people some good views of the market and see what's going on. And back to the chart. This is, if we were to break this neckline, this is the Elliott wave count, and I did it using that channel. If we was to stay in that channel, which is very possible. That's really far ahead, so there's no guarantees yet. But the easiest way to watch would be draw the channel out, and if we drop below it, you know, that'd kind of invalidate it, and then we go on from there. You can't really tell exactly what the market's going to do. Obviously, we're not fortune tellers, but we can draw our support and resistance, and watch those lines and see what happens in that. Right here in the 4-hour, you'll see that 55 EMA, which is this line right here, has been acting as a strong resistance. I believe once we break that, there's a little more resistance in here, nothing big. I think that would let us come up and test this neckline, which at that time it's looking anywhere between 4150 and 4100 before we test that neckline. And if that does break, I see a real nice move coming. We'll have a little bit of resistance here at around the 4650 area. And then it's pretty much opened up until we get up back in that 53 to 5400 range. And then, like I said, I believe we'll correct back down, maybe test this bottom line one more time, and then this is going to be the top of that descending wedge that I was showing in the beginning of the video, right here. We may, that may reject us. We may go down from there. But if we do break through that, I see us going up anywhere from the 5500 range to 6200 range, and then you kind of have to watch what's going on in the market to really. It's like I said, it's hard to judge from now, but as the market goes, it'll give us more information and give us a better idea of what's going on. But to see this play out would be great. And I've explained before that these 5 waves, how Elliott wave works, there's 5 waves within 5 waves. This would be these would be the sub waves, 5 sub waves of one big wave. So if this plays out, it could be these 5 waves will be one wave, which would, come up here, and wave 2 would come down, anywhere. Let's see, go down and get the Fibonacci retracement out. I look for it to retrace anywhere back down from the 466 range, and it could go all the way down, back in this range. But I'm probably 65% saying that I think the bottom is in, and we may, like I said, we could possibly go lower, but I think we may end up seeing a double bottom out of here, or, like I said, these 5 waves end up being wave 1 of, going back up, and we could have, 3 months, 6 months moving sideways, before we start really moving up. But I believe all the people waiting on that lower low back in the, $1,800, $2,200 range, I just don't see that happen. I could be wrong, but I think those people are going to be waiting until we pass a certain point, and then they're going to have to FOMO in, which is going to help produce another bull run. I just really strongly believe that's how this is going to pan out. A lot of the pro guys are calling for that lower bottom, and it's like when one guy calls it, then they all have to, because I don't know. It's almost like people don't do their own analysis, and that's why I don't like to watch too many. I will watch them, but I try not to let them steer my decision, because it seems like they all watch each other, and they, I don't know. But there's a couple guys waiting for a big capitulation candle. Yeah, that could happen. There's no doubt in my mind that can happen, but it doesn't have to happen. There's different ways for markets to bottom out. It doesn't always have to have that big capitulation candle. I've read up on it, and I can't find anything anywhere that says that has to happen. But I really believe that we're definitely going to start our moves up. And like I said, I believe we will come back down probably to the 3,600 range before moving up. There's one more thing I wanted to show you before I get off here. Go back to this chart here where I have that little bull flag in there. If you watch, let's see where that bull flag is. If you measure off the last swing high and swing low, which would be, let me get it here. which would be here, here. If you look here, this is the 0.618. Let me zoom in a little bit. 0.618 and 0.615 in between there. A lot of people call that the golden pocket. And if you look where I did the measurement on that flag, that would bring us right there, which would be touching the bottom of this wedge pattern, ascending wedge pattern, which would it. So I believe that's probably the range we're going to be going back into, this 37. Oh, let's see, the 30. I'd say between 37.15 and 37.20 area, somewhere in there, 37.25. And I believe we should probably get a nice bounce up from there. And what we may be seeing after the bounce up from there, you know, we could ride this trend line possibly up or bounce up straight, try to test the neckline. You know, might stay up here for a little bit, break through, or come back down and test the bottom of this trend again. But anyways, that's what I'm seeing today. Let me get back out here, zoom out to the daily, and I think that'll be about it for today. Like I said, I haven't even really looked at the charts when I got home. I wanted to make a quick video, spend some time with the wife, and stay off the charts for the day. So that's where I'm at today. So, you know, I hope y'all have a good day, good night, and please don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the thumbs up, and share the videos. You know, if you belong to any pages or any groups, share the videos in there. Give me a hand. Let's get to this 200 subscribers so I can do some giveaways. And I guess I will talk to you tomorrow. See you guys.